Kick-ass facts. Pew, 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 pew. Sometimes modern technology uncovers old mysteries. In 2019, a man browsing Google Earth images of his former Florida neighborhood noticed what looked like a car submerged in a pond. Police were called, and when divers checked the site, they discovered skeletal remains inside the vehicle. They were later identified as William Earl Moult, who had been missing since 1997 after leaving a nightclub. For over 2 decades, the car sat just beneath the water surface, invisible until a satellite image brought the case to light. In 2011, a shocking story made headlines in the UK. Michalina Lewandowska, was attacked by her fiancé, who stunned her with a taser, bound and gagged her, and placed her in a cardboard box that he buried in the woods. His apparent motive was that he was bored with her and wanted custody of their child. Incredibly, she managed to cut herself free using her engagement ring and clawed her way out of the shallow grave, flagging down help. Her fiancé was later convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to a very long prison term. One of America's most mysterious modern monuments was the Georgia Guidestones, a set of granite slabs erected in 1980 in Elbert County, Georgia. Inscribed in 8 languages, the 10 guidelines offer advice for humanity after some imagined apocalypse, the most notorious being the call to maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Many people interpreted this as advocating for massive depopulation. For decades, the stones sparked conspiracy theories, especially as the man who commissioned them remained anonymous under the pseudonym R.C. Christian. In July 2022, the monument was heavily damaged by an explosion and later dismantled, and when officials checked for a rumored time capsule beneath the site, none was found. Perched on a remote Scottish island is the Flannan Isles Lighthouse, and it is remembered for one chilling mystery. In December 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers vanished without a trace. When relief staff arrived, they found the light dark, meals left uneaten, and the men's oilskins missing, but no sign of the keepers themselves. Theories range from rogue waves to foul play, but no evidence has ever solved the case, leaving it one of maritime history's most enduring mysteries. That rhymes. From the late 1990s until around 2013, hikers in the Swiss woods reported sightings of a tall figure in a cloak and vintage gas mask. Locals dubbed him Le Lion, and a photograph published in 2013 showed him striding along a forest path. For years, his identity remained a mystery, while some saying he was a harmless eccentric and others convinced he was something darker. Eventually, a note and parts of the costume were found abandoned, suggesting the figure had retired his eerie pastime, but his legend lives on as a modern European folktale. Chicago's lipstick killer case made headlines in 1945 when Frances Brown was murdered in her apartment, and a message written in lipstick on her wall read, "For heaven's sake, catch me before I kill more. I cannot control myself." The chilling note gave the unknown murderer his nickname. Eventually, a young man named William Hirons, was arrested and convicted of the crimes, though debates about the strength of the evidence and the validity of his confession continue even today. During the Blitz in 1941, many British families turned to the Morrison Shelter, a steel table-like structure that could be assembled inside a home. It was designed to protect people from collapsing buildings when bombs fell. Famous photographs from March 1941 show couples sleeping side by side in the shelter, blankets pulled up around them, the legs of the table bracing against the rubble. Unlike the outdoor Anderson shelters, the Morrison could be kept in the living room and doubled as furniture when not in use. Legends surround the Huska Castle in the Czech Republic, said to have been built over a deep pit thought to be the gateway to hell. Medieval stories claim strange winged creatures and demons would emerge from the hole, and that attempts to measure its depth failed. To contain the evil, locals built a chapel directly above the pit. The castle itself is real, dating back to the 13th century, and its odd location, without strategic or economic purpose, fuels the legend. Whether you take the tales literally or not, it remains one of Europe's most mysterious castles. When the Cemetery of the Innocents in Paris was cleared in the 1780s, workers discovered that many bodies had decomposed into a waxy substance they called corpse wax. In the damp, airless soil, fat had transformed into a soap-like material. Period accounts say that this strange substance was collected, and some reports even claim it was made into candles or soap. Whether or not it was widely used, the discovery was both practical and a bit macabre, and it highlighted the grim realities of urban overcrowding that led to the creation of the Paris catacombs.